How prepared are you for a crisis or disaster? This isn't just a hypothetical question, but rather a call to action. In a world where uncertainty is the only certainty, preparedness is not just a choice, it's a necessity. We're not talking about your run-of-the-mill survival kits. We're discussing items that are crucial for every American household, yet are on the brink of becoming forbidden due to ever-changing regulations. Some of these items are already off-limits in parts of Canada. From harnessing the sun's energy with solar chargers, generators, and panels, to keeping warm with biomass devices, it's all about being self-reliant. We'll also discuss the importance of ham radio for communication, survival seeds for sustainable food supply, pepper spray for self-defense, space or mylar blankets for heat retention, and the often overlooked yet critical cash for potential economic downturns. Stay with us as we delve deeper into these essential items. Let's kick off with our first essential item, solar devices. Now, you might be wondering, why solar? Let's break it down. Solar chargers, generators, and panels are some of the most efficient and sustainable ways to generate power. Unlike traditional power sources, solar energy is renewable, meaning it won't run out and it's free. In a crisis, access to electricity can become limited or non-existent. That's where solar devices come in. They can power essential electronics from your phone to your fridge, keeping you connected and your food fresh. But here's the catch. As we continue to move toward a regulated and controlled power grid, the legality of owning and using these devices is under threat. Some jurisdictions are already introducing laws that limit the use of solar energy, citing issues like grid stability and safety concerns. The reality is, in a state of emergency, having your own independent power source can be a lifeline. Solar chargers can keep your devices running, solar generators can power your home, and solar panels can provide a long-term solution to energy independence. So, while they're still legal, consider investing in these devices. There's a range of options available to suit different needs and budgets. They're not just for preppers, but for anyone interested in sustainable, reliable energy. Remember, it's always better to be prepared. Solar devices, a green and efficient source of energy in times of crisis. Next up, we have biomass devices such as wood-burning stoves. Now you might be wondering, why biomass devices? These are not just any devices. They are a source of renewable energy that can be incredibly useful in a crisis. Imagine a situation where power is unavailable. Here's where biomass devices come into play. They can provide warmth, cook your food, and boil water for drinking or sanitation. But why might they become illegal, you ask? Some regions are cracking down on emissions, and wood-burning stoves are on the hit list. Despite their potential illegality, they remain an essential preparedness item that can make a significant difference during a crisis. Remember, being prepared isn't about expecting the worst, but being ready for anything. And when it comes to readiness, biomass devices are an absolute must-have. Biomass devices, a sustainable way to cook and heat in times of crisis. Moving on, we have the ham radio. This isn't just an antique piece of technology, folks. In a world where the internet and cell towers might be down, the trusty ham radio could be your only link to the outside world. Imagine being able to listen in on important news updates and emergency broadcasts, or even reach out to fellow survivors or rescue teams. Now, you might be wondering, why would something as useful as a ham radio ever become illegal? Well, it's all about control. In a state of emergency, it might be in the government's interest to control the flow of information. And a ham radio, which can receive and transmit over a wide range of frequencies, could be seen as a threat to that control. But remember, in a crisis, being connected could mean the difference between life and death. So consider investing in a ham radio while you still can. Ham radios, your lifeline to the outside world in times of crisis. Next, we have survival seeds. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly are survival seeds? Well, these are non-hybrid seeds that can be saved and used for planting year after year. They are the key to food sustainability and a lifeline in crisis situations when access to grocery stores may be cut off. Imagine being able to grow your own food, ensuring your family's nutrition even in the direst of circumstances. And it's not just about survival, it's about self-sufficiency. However, there are looming regulations that might make these seeds illegal. Why, you ask? It's because these seeds, being non-hybrid, don't fit into the commercial agricultural model. They are a threat to the monopoly of large corporations that profit from selling hybrid seeds which can't be replanted. So, stock up on these little miracles of nature while you can. Survival seeds, your ticket to self-sufficiency in times of crisis. Let's talk about pepper spray. This small canister is more than just an accessory. It's a powerful tool of self-defense. Pepper spray contains oleoresin capsicum, a compound derived from chili peppers. When sprayed in an attacker's face, it causes temporary blindness and severe discomfort, giving you time to escape. But why might it become illegal? Well, some argue that its misuse could lead to unnecessary harm. However, in a crisis situation, pepper spray could be a critical tool for personal safety. Imagine being in a scenario where law enforcement is overwhelmed or non-existent. In such cases, pepper spray could be the difference between safety and harm. Remember, the goal is not to cause harm, but to create an opportunity for escape. That's the essence of self-defense. So, consider adding pepper spray to your preparedness items, because in a world of uncertainties, it's better to be prepared than vulnerable. Pepper spray, your self-defense mechanism in times of crisis. Next on our list is the space blanket or mylar blanket. These handy sheets aren't just for astronauts, they're a staple in emergency preparedness kits worldwide. Their unique design reflects body heat back towards the user, providing warmth in even the harshest conditions. But why might they become illegal? Some argue that their reflective properties can interfere with thermal imaging devices, a vital tool for search and rescue operations. However, the benefits of a space blanket in a crisis are undeniable. Imagine being stranded in a snowstorm, or worse, a situation where you're forced to spend the night outdoors in freezing temperatures. A space blanket could literally be a lifesaver, reflecting up to 90% of your body heat back towards you, preventing hypothermia, and keeping you warm until help arrives. In a world where the unexpected can happen at any moment, it's reassuring to know that you have a tool designed to protect you from the elements. Space blankets, your shield against the elements in times of crisis. Last but not least, we have cash. Yes, you heard it right, good old-fashioned cash. In a world where digital transactions are becoming the norm and the government is inching closer to a cashless society, having a stash of cash might soon be considered illegal. But why is cash so crucial in a crisis? Well, consider this scenario. A disaster strikes, power outages are widespread, and digital payment systems are down. No credit cards, no online banking. In such a scenario, those who have cash on hand will have a significant advantage. Cash can be used to buy essential supplies or even secure a safe place to stay. However, it's important to remember that cash has its limitations. It can be lost, stolen, or damaged. But having a stash of cash on hand, safely stored, can certainly be a lifesaver when digital systems fail. So, let's say it together. Cash, your ticket to survival when digital systems fail. We've covered a lot today, so let's take a moment to summarize. Being prepared in a time of crisis is about more than just having a stash of canned food and bottled water. It's about being able to generate your own power, cook your own food, communicate with the outside world, protect yourself, stay warm, and have cash on hand. Solar chargers, generators, and panels are the key to self-sufficiency when it comes to power. They can keep your devices running, your home lit, and your food refrigerated. Biomass devices like wood-burning stoves can keep you warm in winter and allow you to cook without electricity. A ham radio can be a lifeline in a crisis, providing you with communication when other systems fail. Survival seeds can provide you with a sustainable food source when supermarkets are out of reach. Pepper spray is a simple, non-lethal self-defense tool that can help keep you safe. Space blankets, also known as mylar blankets, are compact, lightweight, and can help you stay warm in harsh conditions. And lastly, cash. In a world where digital transactions reign, cash is still king in a crisis. These 7 items are not just essential for survival, they are essential for maintaining a level of comfort and security in uncertain times. Don't wait until it's too late. Start preparing now. Remember, being prepared isn't about fear, it's about empowerment. Stay prepared, stay safe.